How's it going? I'm doing some thumbnails for an Atlantean piece I want to do. A little fan art. You guys don't know who that is? That's Cole the Conqueror, Cole of Atlantis. But before I do the picture, I gotta do a thumbnail. So I'm probably gonna draw him and Brule the Spear Slayer doing some battle, fighting some serpent men. So I'm gonna have to get that language down a little bit. Got these new erasers too, but I'll probably hold off on those. Hey, what's up, Montoya? How's it going, Christian? Thanks for stopping by. If you guys want, hit the like and subscribe. This channel, I do live drawings, comic book reviews, promoting indie comics, metal movies, brewskis, that type of stuff. Let's see here. Trying to get that language down. Still have, let's see here. The Montoya 76. Still have to find time to do a shadow piece myself. Yeah, that shadow piece. I'm gonna do another one eventually too. Right now I'm doing Cole. I'm doing the Cole from the Atlantean. So I'm gonna try to keep it sort of on brand with what Russ Leach is doing with that. I'm really digging what they're doing. Let's see here. This guy's got a pretty cool. Let's see. Just keep moving through. All right, I'll move on to the next one. Just got to find that energy, that shape language. Sometimes it just takes forever, man. You know. But that's just kind of part of my process when I'm doing a piece like that. Let's see here. Gotta move that arm down. Sometimes it's fun to do the poses, you know, in the mirror and take pictures, get that photo reference. I did one a little while ago and it was good, but I'm trying to remember it because I'm definitely going to have him probably wielding an axe and a short gladiator sword or Viking sword or Spartan sword because he has a short sword like that. But I got to get that figure language I want. Hey, how's it going, Halder? Thanks for stopping by, man. Appreciate you. I always preach about thumbs, but always forget to do them. Yeah, I only really do them if I'm doing like a kind of like just like a one piece like this. But if I'm doing, and I do them too when I'm doing comics too sometimes. Half the time, just depends. Like if I'm doing fantasy and stuff like that. Right now, I'm drawing something like in a church, so I kind of know the architecture of the church with my comic. So I could kind of just do it in my head a little bit. Thanks everybody for stopping by. I'm doing thumbnails for Cole of Atlantis, Cole the Conqueror, trying to figure out what I want, and then I'm going to do it on an 11 by 17 inch piece of Bristol board and start drawing on that. So it'll be a few live streams, so you guys could kind of see my process, and that's what this channel is about. Bat Merc, the metal cartoonist. Thanks for stopping by. Do live draw streams. We also do streams promoting indie books, and I also do comic reviews. So if you guys want to like and subscribe, that'd be awesome. And again, thanks for scrolling through. Appreciate you. Okay, kind of like that that stance right there a little bit. Just want to get that axe though, man. Like it's all in this that pose. You know what I mean? Yeah, I'm kind of digging this one. All right, I'll move this out of here like that. Got a little short sword, and I got the guy right there, like, ugh. Right, with his hands out like that. And the knife coming up like, psh, 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 psh. And then you got this guy right here, like that. Getting a little choppy. Hey, thanks for stopping by, Greenlee. You play God of War? Yeah, actually, I do. I beat the first trilogy. I loved it. I started playing that was actually the last game I played. But I stopped playing video games because I've been just pretty much devoting all my free time to comic books and drawing and writing and stuff. And a little bit of metal. Try to record a little bit and write songs if I'm lucky enough. But yeah, I love playing video games. However, I might break my rule and start playing the Darksiders 4 is coming out, bro. Like, and the artist Joe Mad, he's the one that designed like the game, the way the characters look. And that's how I got into that. A lot of people got into Joe from his Spider-Man and Battle Chasers, but man, I love that. I kind of want Brule to be up in here too, man. Gotta have Brule up in here doing some shit. I want him to be like stabbing fucking, because he's a Brule the Spear Slayer, you know. I want him to be like doing something cool up here, you know. Could do the arm like that or like that. Yeah. And I can kind of figure out how big I want the picture, because it's gonna be a narrow picture. So I don't know. I might have to figure some more out. Yeah. Do like maybe bring it down here a little bit more and put them up here, or I could have him right there, and maybe just have like a straight shot of him, like take another guy out, maybe put him like on like a hill. Brule could be down here. They look sick. Oh, thank you. Keep up the good work. Yeah, you too, man. Thanks for stopping by. If you want to hit subscribe, you want to learn about comic books, you know, and making comics, this is the channel. I drop videos every Monday at 9 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. I'm just talking about comic books, and I'm going to be doing deep dive on like processing the processes next year. So, okay, Avatar Boy Games. Hey, how you doing? Thanks for stopping by. Okay. So I could have him right there at the bottom. That might be kind of cool. I'm not really sure what I want yet, but one of those two, and then I could probably ditch this right here. I also wouldn't mind his arm coming down like that. If I do that, then I could put Brule back up in here, and I just like that energy. See, and then I could have the axe like that, or I could have him like he's throwing the axe and it lands in his head like that. A lot of options, but this one's definitely got the short sword right up going up under the chin. He's looking down. Got the hair. Yeah, this guy's got a vest too. Kind of like my character Hell War. Fuck yeah, dude. Man, I think I might have Brule down here. Putting the spear. I really want him to have the spear too. And I've come to find out, like, spears, like, you could chop someone's head off with a spear, like just straight chop the head off, like, or even chop the skull off with a spearhead. I didn't know that was possible. I was watching this Viking show, YouTube channel. Is it Norse Magic and Beliefs? If you guys haven't subscribed to that dude's channel, hard recommend. Go Norse Magic and Beliefs. He was talking about it. He did a whole video on just the spear, and how it's like the Vikings' best weapon. Anyway, they pulled it off in Killer of Killers, the first episode in there. the shield the kid has he takes out a dude with the spearhead. Because some spearheads are long. Hey, Bloxy, thanks for stopping by. Oh, thanks, man. I'm just kind of doing some thumbnails right here. Yeah, I think I'm going to do that. I think I'm going to put Brule down there, and I'm going to have, I don't know, like front and center. That would be kind of cool. I could have some more stuff back here, kind of setting up the world, some more monsters, because these are going to be the lizardmen, and that's something that came from Howard. What was he thinking? Draconian? I'm going to roll with that. I think I'm going to roll with this right here. I'm going to put that up there. Yeah, see, I did the same thing with Solomon Kane. I was drawing a Solomon Kane piece, and I picked the one I wanted. And yeah, it's just fun. It's a fun thing to do. Sometimes you don't have time to do it, but yeah. Let's see here. Start sketching it out. I got my 11 by 17 Bristol board right here. I'm going to be streaming for about an hour tonight. That new Wednesday drop, so I'm going to go watch that with the kid. Told her she could stay up and watch it tonight because she loves the show. Let's see here. All right, so got that dude's head. It's probably right about here. Let's try to map it out. So I don't do light boxing. A lot of people would just take this and trace it and blow it up real big, but I just kind of I free ball it, like just look at it from here. I got it underneath my board and I'm just staring at it, and I'm gonna try to do it as best as I can. And I don't want to put too much even into that little thumbnail because I want to have a lot of energy with it. So I'm starting with the head right now, and I'm just trying to look for the body language. Definitely going with a Frazetta composition. He's the master. That's my favorite. And I'm just looking for that shape language, just kind of blocking everything out. Then I'll go back in and I'll re-add anatomy to it, like bone structure. Then I'll add the muscles. Then I'll add the clothes. Then I'll start, doing that type of stuff. But right now I'm looking for that motion and everything, Trying to draw really light. I got these new erasers from the art supply warehouse. They've been working really good. There's this one though I've seen that a lot of people have been using called the Sumo. Sumo Grip. They're black. They're black erasers. Sumo Grip. I hear they're really good. So they have those on Amazon, I think, for $6. So for me, the most annoying thing about penciling and inking is the erasing process. A lot of the time it smears, and a lot of the ink gets erased, and it lightens. So you have to go back and re-ink stuff, and that could just kind of destroy your drawing. Even if you go back and if you don't re-ink it right, it'll mess up the whole piece, man. You could really just destroy it, you know? Okay. So with coal, I'm going to try to keep this on. I'm drawing the coal again, the coal from the Atlantean, which is this right here. So I'm going to try to keep it on brand. If you guys haven't backed these books, check them out. You can get them on funmycomic.com, and they come out every quarter. You get this big old book, right? And it's the Atlantean coal with the Brule the Spear Slayer, and they're hunting down all these snake men. It's badass, and it's a continuation of Robert E. Howard's story, The Shadow Kingdom, which is the first ever sword and sorcery story that he wrote before Conan. So I was gonna put this beast in there. It's pretty freaking awesome, but I highly recommend it. I think I got this book for like $15, and it was a first print. So when you buy it off of the funmycomic.com, you get this free print with it. So it's a paint. Yeah, it's so cool. Collector's item. So, but it's so well written, and it feels great just to read the story and like get transported into this like fantastical world of Cole, of the Thurian age. That's like thousands and thousands of years before Conan. And Cole is like Conan's great, times thousands, his grandpa. So, but with all that, hey, how's it going, Blaine Cruz? Thanks for stopping by. Drawing a little of Atlantean right now, some fan art. Lazarus. Can't forget the Bev Nava. Yeah. And the thing, I'm trying to keep it on brand too with his Cole. But for me, I don't know, man. I like Cole to be tall. Like when I always picture him, he's like 7 feet tall. Really big dude. Yeah. Like for me, like how do I put it? Like I picture Cole like maybe like Jason Momoa. I know he played Conan, but to me he's more like Cole. And I picture Conan more like Henry Cavill, kind of like, but with the big panther neck. That's what Conan has, the big panther traps, like Brock Lesnar, But Cole, no, he's just big, like Momoa, like that, kind of like the Undertaker a little bit, Glenn Jacobs, like 7 feet tall. That's how I kind of want to get this picture like that, if I could do it. I gotta get that language, man. That shape language, and it's not there. Have you read any comic books? If so, what is your favorite comic book? Oof, I've read hundreds of comic books. I've got a few hundred comic book reviews on this channel. If you ever want to go check them out, and I do usually review comic books every Wednesday. Tomorrow I'm going to be reviewing a special comic book. I should be. It's the one I've been wanting to review for a few years. I'm going to have to go pull it out of the garage. So that'll probably drop. But my favorite comic book, that'll probably drop on, it should drop on Thursday in the morning at 6 a.m. My favorite comic book, wow, that's a hard one. It's a hard one because some years, like, it changes, I don't know if I have one particular favorite comic book, but I really loved the Max growing up. That was a fun comic. Yeah, like there's just so many. Really love Batman, Lobo, The Goon. That's one of my favorite comic books. You know what? Yeah, my favorite comic book though. Yeah, I always forget, but then I remember it's Hellboy. Hellboy's my favorite comic, and it has a beginning, a middle, and an end. And then even the end kind of could keep going because well, I don't want to spoil it. And then they can keep going back and making prequel stories for him. But hey, how's it going, Pam Schmitz? Thanks for stopping by. Hey, how you doing, Achu? Thanks for stopping by. I'm drawing Cull of Atlantis. This channel, I do live draw streams. I'm a comic book creator. I do videos on making comics and talking about how to do it from my greenish gray perspective. I also do comic book reviews and stuff like that. So if you guys want to join the channel, hit subscribe. That'd be awesome. If you guys have any ideas for me videos to do, let me know. And yeah, I'm working on my book too. But sometimes I need to take a break and work on some fun stuff. Like do some fan art, You got to recharge your batteries. You don't want to overwork yourself on one thing all the time. See, I like this stance. I'm really digging this, but I don't like my characters to look like they're posing. I like them to look like they're in motion. Like something's going down, like something's going down. Oh, thanks, Blaine. I really appreciate it. Hell yeah. You're awesome. Yeah, and I'm trying to do these live streams, these draw streams once or twice a week. Saturday night I do a live stream where I just kind of talk about metal, movies. Usually have a brewski. I have a guest on. Maybe we'll talk about their comic book that they got on their store, their campaign. So doing a little bit of everything. Right now I'm drawing a little light. Okay, so let's see here. Bat Merc Hale. How's it going, Raul and T Drawings? Thanks for stopping by. Appreciate you, man. Right now I'm drawing Cull, the Atlantean. If you guys haven't picked up these books, I highly recommend them. These guys come out constantly with the quality and consistency. Yeah. They're like the old school Savage Sword of Conan. So if you're into that black and white beautiful art, that type of stuff. And I love it too because you could see like where the ink was at, It's just so raw. I love it. Yeah. That's what it's all about. So we got that. I'm running out of pencil. There we go. I used to draw Blaine Cruz. I used to draw books, flip books, my own video game characters. Yeah, that's awesome. You have to do that. You gotta open up your head and just pour it out onto the paper. You just gotta keep drawing. I have that too. I have books with a couple hundred characters in them, and the drawings aren't that good, but a lot of the character designs are really cool. Like so, if I go back and draw them now. And I've been drawing my whole life, and I've gotten a little bit better, like over the past few years. Yeah, it's just about practicing, I guess. It's just hard sometimes. Let's see here. I'm trying to do this so you guys can see it, and it's extra light. There we go. Right. There. Okay, I'm working on this right here. Yeah. Okay, I think I need it. All right. I'm gonna put a little lean on that. This guy's too stiff, so I'm trying to find that. Yeah. Trying to find that. Here we go. So why you draw a light, that way you can keep making mistakes and erasing, you know. Yeah, I think I might even. I think I just got a new idea. I think I'm gonna erase that. There we go. Okay. I really like that one stance, but I kind of want the axe to be in his hand right here too. There we go. Trying to get that right there. Axe right there. I was gonna have him throwing the axe, but I decided no. Just put it in there. Yeah. And the cool thing about this is too, it's ancient history, and it's sword and sorcery, so I could kind of have some fun with the axe. Yeah. A little bit. I have to bring the axe down there. What's up there? Yeah, about to watch Wednesday. Gonna go watch that new Wednesday show, Wednesday Addams. Kid really likes it. They had this Wednesday themed Wendy's over in Norwalk, California last week on Wednesday, right? Wednesday, and yeah, man, we were trying to get to the drive-through. The drive-through was all haunted, you know. And they had their own menu, and man, the whole street was just blocked off for like 2 hours, a 2 hour wait. But I guess it had been like that for the whole day. So we drove by and just looked at everybody, you know, in the drive-through, and got to go and enjoy the festivities. And felt bad for my kid. Like, she wanted to really go in there and see it, but it's what it is, I guess. Tried. Okay. it's hard sometimes. Get that arm in there. There we go. Liam gone global. Poopies. Oh, teat. Don't know what that is, but oh, thanks, man. Appreciate it. Yeah, we're drawing Cole, the King of Atlantis. Trying to a little bit. And then probably going to move his head up a little bit more. All right. What's that? I have this right here. Right, we're going to get this right here. All right. Really digging like John Buscema now, man. That guy's awesome. Got to head out. Have a Montoya 76. Got to head out. Have a great rest. Stream. Until next time. Yeah, you too, man. Thanks for stopping by. Appreciate it, man. All right. I'm going to switch this around too. I mean, we know we want this right here, but it's probably going to be a little different. The axe, maybe. Yeah. That's why you draw light. Draw light. So the axe is going to be kind of at an angle. I always like to draw the axe like on the flat side, but no matter how you cut it, like it's a lot of the time it's just not realistic. So it's usually like the way people swing down like that, you know? Yeah, it's more like that on the side, you know? Yeah. Get that chopperoonie in there. See that. You try to angle it just right. Get the angle just right. Let's see here. Start getting a little dizzy within the work. There we go. Should do the top of the axe head. That. Trying to find that. Top of the axe head. Something like that. Sorry, guys. Something like that. Gotta get that in there somewhere. It's got a weird, like, little baby force perspective, but you want to get it up there just a little bit, so it's kind of like right there. So it's not really where we want it just yet. The axe head's a little too small, so So it should be kind of up here. Trying to get it just right, that way it doesn't fuck up the composition either. There's all kinds of axe heads you could do too. You could do like a bearded axe, Viking style. I'm trying to keep it on brand. Let me look at his axe. Okay, cool. Yeah, it's kind of similar to that. His kind of comes up just straight like that. I think it kind of goes up like this. Yeah. Might be able to get best of both worlds with this. Let's see here. There's that. All right, it's probably about that. That. A little fist action. All right, fist to do. All right, got that right there. Cool. Right. See, I'm still not 100% happy with it just yet either. I mean, I guess that'll work in that area. But I kind of wanted a little different. There's also, yeah, that might work. Let's see here. Well, thanks for hitting the like. Appreciate it. All you 13 people stopping by, that's cool. Yeah, this axe. Let me look at it in the mirror real quick. Yeah, it's gonna have to just go like that, I guess. I think that'll look kind of cool too. Just regular. Okay. Just want it up a little higher. Right about there. way to do it, and then there's one more way to do it. So coming down like that. Yeah. There's that angle like that. Gotta move it up a little bit though. Yeah. Spin all day on the axe. It's just a weird angle, so in a weird shape. Yeah, it comes right up here. I see. Something like that. Do. Yeah, I'm looking forward to the next Cole story. That's going to be fun. Where they're going to take the character after that. Who knows? You never really know. All right, so we'll leave that like that for now. And there's going to be a head right there. So we know that much. We'll come back to this guy right here. Let's go over here right now. Come up here. I got that sword that he's got. This kind of goes up like that. This is a short sword, so it's going to be just like that. Yeah. All right. Start working on the muscles. Usually with the physique, they usually like Jim Lee. He puts this big gap between like the pecs and the rib cage. There's like this massive gap right here. Personally, I don't like to do that. I think it looks kind of weird. So there's that. I do a little one. I do like start doing the rib muscles a little bit. Kind of a little right there. Get the love handles. Start doing that with the belly button. Doing the side muscles. I got a big back too. I want that muscle to be real pointy, that bicep, even if it's a little unrealistic. When I can. Real pointy. All right. Just that. All right. So working on these shoulders. Give them some thick forearms. Tiny little bit of bicep or tricep back there. Probably wouldn't be able to see that tricep in real life, but I like to throw it back there for fun. It's not really anatomically correct, but I just do that shit. All right. And he's definitely gonna have some wristbands on right here. Yeah. These muscles are pulling right here, right there. Right there. There, right there, right there. Okay, kind of kingly, kind of big. Still want that exaggerated it's got a massive head. Okay. A little bigger shoulder right there. Yeah. Super big. That stance. Let's take a look inside. Sometimes he has that vest. I think that vest is pretty cool. Gives his own little flair. Yeah. Okay. I see. See, now I'm going to go back and tweak some more stuff. I'll just keep tweaking it. Trying to find that same motion that I had with the other drawing. That layout, you know. Some of the shape in that layout, you just got to like try to find it again, you know. For me, I'm just really into the pose and the energy. See if I can get it. Yeah. Yep, even the arm was different. Now I'm looking at it. Go back and redraw the arm too. There we go. That's the shit I'm looking for right there. Way better. See? Way better. All right, let's see. There's that. That was about right. That. That right there. And then he was kind of get rid of that. Draw back and redraw it again. My God made erasers. There we go. And then I want to put kind of on his head over here too. I don't like where his head's positioned. So A little bit better, a little bit better. Got to be looking down like that over his collarbone a little bit. All right. Got the head right there. Look at it in the mirror real quick. There we go. Get that power pose. Big shoulders. Gotta look kingly. Right. Got one more time. All right. So we got that in there. That. Probably going to start, let's see, work on the sword a little bit over here. You got to these go out like that. Come back with probably with a ruler and straighten this out. Something like this, and then I think it gets kind of like that. Something like that type of sword. This is something like this too. You could just have the monster like that. The dragon man. Teeth coming in there. I'm not really sure where I want to put it. So just that right there. Looks like, yeah, got pretty far on this. Would have liked to get farther, but you know, it is what it is. But I'm happy with the pose that shaping up to be. I'm gonna get the Atlantean going. It's gonna be a fun piece. We're gonna get Brule down here kicking some ass. The spear. So thanks everybody that stopped by. I really appreciate it and that hit like and whatnot. I'm gonna go watch Wednesday now. I guess it's premiering with the kid. So again, thanks for watching, guys. Hopefully I'll see you again before Saturday. And I will be dropping a comic review on Thursday for a pretty awesome book. It has covers by Simon Bisley, and it's written by a pretty big, co-written by a pretty big metalhead. So yeah, sitting on that book and waiting to review it for a while. So hopefully, yeah, it'll be ready. And Saturday night at 11 p.m. Eastern time, we should be having on Jason Bascom talking about Frog G and hopefully Ink Spots. And Ink Spots actually colored this book too. So that's, yeah, they have a book that they're working on. It's Frog G2, and it's an awesome book. It should be launching on Friday. So thanks for watching, guys. Always remember to be bold, be brave, roll the bones to know you roll. And if the artist isn't starving, then the artist isn't hungry. See you guys next time.